Hello and welcome back to the Popcorn for Dinner podcast, and welcome to our 501st episode. I'm Bankole, and today we are discussing the 6th episode of Invincible's 4th season and the start of the Viltrumite War. Yes, let's just get out of the way. I know I'm not able to, but in the words of Don Cheadle's Rodin Iron Man 2, it's me, I'm here, deal with it, let's move on. So, joining me, they've been by your side all season, even through a 2-month-long coma. Guys, it's Chiagoziem and Oseghale. How are you guys doing?
Hey, man, I'm chilling. Touchdown fresh from Mexico City a couple of hours ago.
I'll get to you. I'll get to you.
And I'm here for work, bro. I'm dedicated to the cause.
I have time for you. Chiagoziem, how you doing? My first time seeing the hat in live action.
Oh, right. Come on, guys. Tap into the merch,
baby.
Yeah, coming to a store near you soon. I'm chilling.
Can't find the right sweatshop.
Oh, sorry.
We need to bring down production costs before we can go mass market. So
Okay,
we're looking for the right sweatshop.
Moving on swiftly. Yeah. I'm good. You know, hotties are up. What else is there? BTS fans stream Arirang.
What?
What's going on?
Are those words in the Bible, in the dictionary?
It's their new album, Stream Arirang, guys.
BTS is still together?
Yes. We have been waiting for they went to the military.
That's fair. Oh yeah. South Korea.
Yeah.
So they didn't get special dispensation.
Anyway, actually, let me not say anything because I don't know if people will come for me, but I have my thoughts about that. The fandom is very intense.
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to offend anyone. So anyway, Shall Stream the album is lit.
Offend them. We need the views.
The album is lit. If we do a dance challenge.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Said views. I'm trying to give you the views.
No, I have views on the episodes, not.
No, the dance challenge would be inside the episode, and then
that's kind of out of scope.
Yeah, it's like
no, but you guys are not thinking strategically.
Okay. Oseghale, I am surprised you have a voice.
Yeah.
I was fully prepared to have AI replicate your voice on this episode.
That's great.
How's your weekend?
It was a mad one still, bro. So crazy. Beautiful time, celebrating life, celebrating love, and turning up, bro. Like, I might have drank my body weight in tequila, honestly. But
you can hear it in the voice.
When in Mexico.
You're giving us.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is, I'm sure it's even more than, but let me just remember the last two. This is now 2 for 2 that you've gone on a wedding in between a coverage. Or rather, you've gone to a wedding, sorry. Like last time was Jen. I'm pretty sure you did last time we did The Boys as well. I'm happy you're happy. I'm happy you're having a good time. But yeah, I mean, it's weird. This Easter weekend. I saw 3 different weddings on my timeline. I didn't know that was a thing that
really?
A lot of people getting married in Easter weekend. That seemed kind of. I didn't know that was a thing people did.
I've been off social, so I don't know the tea. Please, if you've also gotten engaged or something during this first half of the year, please let me know directly because I don't know what's going on in anyone's life. So
just anybody or your friends.
Oh, if we have a rapport,
so
why don't
you reach out to them? This is
not
your forum for keeping up with your friendships. What's going on?
I'm trying to maximize,
Are you using this for your monthly check-ins with your friends?
Man.
If you're listening
Hope y'all
to this,
are good.
If you're listening to this and you're engaged, please let us know.
Just so I can say congrats,
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get to the episode for the 10 listeners that are still listening.
No, they must be 50 by now.
Yeah, hopefully they've stayed through.
Oh, my yapping. Damn, I'm sorry, guys.
I wasn't talking about... Okay, I mean, you can take the blame if you want. We're talking about episode 6 of Invincible, 2 episodes after this. It is titled You Look Horrible, and it is written by Amber Dupree and directed by Jason Zubrick. I want to start with Nolan and Oliver. And I think there's an obvious place to start, which is...
Nolan is a liar?
Okay, jeez. Okay, let's go with this. You can't even give. I love the dedication to the cause. Like you're not even gonna give the man any space. That's fine. Just go. Go ahead. Say what you want to say about the liar.
Like I said last week, Nolan can shove that apology he gave to Debbie up his ass. Because
Okay.
as he revealed today, he actually did have feelings for his grasshopper lady, whatever her name was, Oliver's mom.
Who, whatever her name was.
That's
Like-
gotta be racist.
Yes. Wow. You're coming for Nolan, but here you are, forgetting
I'm
the woman's name.
sorry. That's very off-brand for me. The
And-
first thing that popped to my
Andressa.
mind was Andromeda, but I was like, it's not Andromeda.
So
And I didn't want you
Andressa.
guys
Yeah.
I didn't want you guys to clown me. So yeah.
So you said to be racist instead of ignorant.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lady Andressa. May you rest in peace. But yeah, Nolan, like I said, yeah, lied. But it's cool that him and Ollie got to bond. I was like, first of all, Ollie is not a serious homeboy because, okay, you hate your dad. You're now at war. He's been in the lab. You need to pick up those lab skills. He eventually got to training, but I was like, sir, you better hold that vengeance against your dad. He's been alive for like what, 2 years? So he needs to learn.
Well, he was going through some stuff. He was kind of going like...
He needs to use his hatred to fuel his training so he can level up Pro Max. Yeah.
Oseghale,
Yes, sir.
He said moving on.
as a man, if the best way is to start it in any sentence, what did you... Let's just stay on Chiagoziem's point. What did you think of like Nolan talking about like how he, I guess, lied to Debbie about his feelings for Andressa and like this whole apology and everything, or his new apology to Oliver?
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like it was clear that he actually did have feelings for Andressa, and he said that he lied because he was desperate to win Debbie back. And I get it, bro. That's his main squeeze. That's his main thing. He could have said anything in the moment. He could have told her he would push the sun closer to earth if she wanted. Like he was desperate as hell, bro. He was desperate as hell. So I get where he's coming from, telling those kind of lies. You know, like I personally have not done that, but I know niggas that have done stuff like that. You feel me?
But also, he said he didn't want to hurt Debbie more because I think it made this point last week about how Nolan. I mean, Nolan's an alien, so he also doesn't necessarily, like, let's be honest, human men even make this mistake. So like Nolan himself doesn't, like, I guess he doesn't know, like he thinks if he tells Debbie, I loved Andressa and Andressa saved my life or whatever, that would make Debbie feel worse or whatever. So he decides that he's going to say she was not. And Debbie's like, did you expect that to actually, like,
Move
I don't know,
me.
make things better or whatever? But that aside, he does kind of, he manages to, I think, for all his faults and all his issues with Andressa and Debbie, I think we can all, jokes aside, mostly agree with that. He does manage to kind of, like, I guess, make amends with Oliver this episode. Like, he's actually kind of desperate to rectify that situation. And he eventually gets to a point where he can tell, like, and Oliver asks her that, tell me about my mom and stuff like that.
Cute.
They also get to a point where they kind of talk about the birds and the bees. And Oliver...
Bro, I was like,
that
is he
was
now in
so
his...
funny, bro? Like,
I was like, is he in his the deep era?
Well, but what is Oliver? What animal is he?
You know me, I
'Cause
said grasshopper, you guys said no. So what is he?
No,
please?
I think it's along those lines.
it's
'Cause he's
along
not,
those lines, yeah. Like
he's a bug. So I was wondering, why is he having feelings for, like,
a lobster.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, those species-wise, they kind of like cousins. So
Are they?
like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
People talk about how, like, you know, crustaceans are like the insects of the ocean and stuff like
True.
that. So I'm like, him liking a lobster kind of makes sense.
He wants an international baddie.
Okay.
And that was what I was going to say for
Oh.
sure.
Sorry.
So since they're kind of like, that's a little bit closer in like that half of his species, then it would make sense that he was having like a moment with the lobster, even though he ended up eating it. Like,
I mean, but who amongst us? He said, I had feelings for this thing and I still ate it though. Who amongst us have not eaten things that they had feelings for?
You know what?
Would you
Right,
like to expand on that, Bankole?
Not
Yes.
really. Not really. That's you know. If you know, you know.
Hey man, this is a crazy way to start this morning like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess because it's funny because I think earlier last episode 5, I thought, oh, are they going to try and do like a Zoe Oliver
Romance.
romance arc? But you see
Mm.
that was quickly thrown out the window. So yeah, I mean, interesting lobsters because. I don't know. It's weird. How would it work? Because like you mentioned the deep, Chiagoziem, and it's like at least the deep can talk to those animals. Like
Exactly.
well,
Maybe
hopefully,
Ollie can too. Who knows?
hopefully he starts to have feelings for human or aliens that speak.
We don't
at
discriminate.
least. Yeah. Well, true. You mentioned he was training with with Nolan, and I don't know. You guys have for years for seasons. You guys have spoken about Mark especially getting in the lab. And I don't know if this will play a part in the show going forward, but I was intrigued again because I was recording with you guys in this episode. Like, it is kind of noteworthy that he's had at least not at least, but about 2 months training with Nolan, which is something that Mark never got.
Sure.
And like, obviously, the show can decide to implement that in the story and show that he's actually kind of leveled up as a fighter. Like, I don't know. It's funny when I went back to watch episode 5. And I was like, oh, he actually did get some hits into Conquest at the start, actually. Like,
Ollie.
Yeah, Oliver, like, before Conquest was like, I'm tired of having fun. Like, he was like using his speed on Conquest, and he did kind of get some good hits into him. I was like, okay, maybe there is like, it's chance that with this training with Omni-Man, 2 months of training, he's actually kind of getting blood out of Nolan. If that will kind of do something to them. But it was like, at least from that part, it was like a wholesome episode. It was like the calm after the storm. You kind of expecting an episode like this. It's like, okay, it's just going to be a quiet episode. Mark is kind of recuperating while Nolan and Oliver kind of
Bonding.
fixing their thing. Chiagoziem, what did you think, or did you not even register on your radar because you hate Nolan so much? But what did you think about, like, I don't know, Nolan's apparent softening, and thanks to Oliver, like, not killing the animal, and even eventually they weren't even punching him; they were just stealing the eggs, or punching her, sorry, because it was a mother, and they were just stealing the eggs. Like, is that doing anything for you? Or is like Nolan just like, we don't care about you?
No, so it's not that I hate Nolan.
I mean, you
I
can
just
hate
hate-
Nolan.
You
You're
can
allowed
hate
to hate
Nolan,
Nolan.
you're allowed to hate Nolan.
It's fair. Like, we all hate.
he's a
yes.
terrible person.
I just don't respect liars.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely in his redemption arc era,
Mhm.
leading up to his potential eventual death era. So, we have to build that, I don't know, forgiveness, understanding, towards him, so that when he dies, we can feel small. Ooh,
When
that
he
hurt just a
dies.
little bit. But no, it's good for him. Like, sure, it's cute. I'm happy for Ollie that he gets some time with like his dad.
His dad.
He's getting to train, which is important. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I didn't really feel like there were no stirrings in my heart or anything. I was just like,
For you, we don't need steroids. I think you saying it's cool is good enough because
I think
of how
that's the
much
best we can get.
y'all
there.
think
that's
I'm
best we can get
cold
from-
or something? I'm a soft girl.
Yeah,
I
but not
just
for
have-
Nolan.
Not for liars in general, yeah.
Okay,
That's fair.
true. That's fair.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. What about you? Did that kind of catch you or anything?
I mean, like, like I was happy for Oliver, man. Like, and there was something Nolan said that like perfectly summed up the whole whole arc, the whole episode. He was like that he's been trying to like be a better person, but he didn't know it was going to be this hard. Like, and him saying that, I'm like, hey man, you know what? Fair enough. It is pretty it's pretty hard to stop being an asshole, especially when you're a fucking asshole. It's pretty hard. Like, so like he's actually, you can tell that he's like, bro, he's really, really, really trying his best. And like through the episode, you could see that like they were actually bonding. he was trying to like be a father, do the things that like he didn't get to do like properly with Mark in terms of their own training and like learning how to fight. And even Oliver acknowledges it's like, yeah, that like obviously we're at war and we need to get back, but like I'm going to miss being here. Like I'm going to miss this time. Like it's really meant something to him, right? Like those 2 months that like, you know, they were taking care of Mark, like him being in a coma and everything. Like, and one other thing that like I think is going to play out during as part of like Oliver's training, right? Like he's also probably going to hit puberty during this period, so he's probably going to get a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing that's going to play into the show. So I want to see how they are going to go.
You're right. I forgot that Mark got his powers at like 18, right? Like like Oliver got his powers at 10. Like you're right. You're right.
Poor Mark.
So yeah, obviously you guys have done a great job all season, and I haven't been able to come on this recordings yet. Well, you guys know some of my thoughts, and some of my thoughts have included big thoughts on like Eve and Eve's pregnancy, a lot of which were already kind of echoed on your recordings.
Yes.
But 2 months pass while they're on this planet during this rehab, which means that even if we go back and the show says they don't want to spend the whole of episode 7 kind of charting Eve's story up to where they are now, the point is that like 2 months have passed, right? So it's most likely that she's 2 months pregnant.
Yeah.
It'll be more. It'll be like what, 3?
Maybe like 3?
3 months, which at this point means that like she's keeping this baby and like this baby is probably coming to term. Like I as much as we say this show is like and I think Ebuka said real, one of the episodes you guys did, I do not see a situation where she's 4 months pregnant and she loses the baby. I don't think the show can do that. Like I don't think the show is. It seems.
You don't think they got that dog in them?
No, I don't. Unless she dies. Like,
well, they
unless it's like a Game of Thrones situation, Red Wedding kind of situation. I guess, I don't know, spoiler alert. I don't think the show can do that. I think it's either if she was going to lose the baby, she should have lost it before like she started showing, before it was a thing. So, I don't know. Do you guys have a different, you guys think the show can 6 months pregnant and the baby just...
Man, see, the thing is like, I don't think they would want to, but it's like if they do it, it's like, hey man, fair enough, man. Y'all got it. Y'all got it for it.
I think I've made my peace with the fact that, just in case, so it wasn't clear. Maybe if you listen to our industry episodes, you know my thoughts on pregnancy.
Pregnancy tropes.
I'm very anti like characters just becoming pregnant. Like it's different when the point of the character or the characters want to get pregnant. That's a whole different thing. But like random pregnancies, accidental pregnancies, I just don't like them on shows. It's an unnecessary distraction. Even when they're meant to be a distraction, it's still just like, I'm like, we can figure something else out.
I don't like them in shows, in books, in movies.
In life?
In life.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, but like I think the moment Mark left without knowing, I was like, yeah, this baby's coming out, this baby's going to term. I was like, they're not going to do a situation where like Eve loses a baby or aborts a baby without Mark knowing. That's just a whole...
I think
that's
she
kind
could,
of like,
though.
No, man, that's like HBO Sunday night kind of territory. I don't think Invincible is going to walk into... That's like... We don't really walk in those waters. And I don't know if they would want to. I was like, guys, you start entering different kind of politics and it's like, not even like politics, but like just
what's he going to do with
politics.
a kid?
Sorry?
What's he going to do with a kid?
Train him? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. It's like, become a dad, I guess.
I mean, I would say something, and it's not a spoiler because it happened in the show and I don't know anything about the comics. But I do remember when Mark went to the future last season, Immortal said something that gave a very strong implication that he wasn't with Eve anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember what he said. I should have gone back to research that. Because I remember when I was like, that seems like...
peculiar.
I think Shit. I'm so sorry. It's just coming back to me. I'll go back and watch this now. But I think Immortal said something along the lines of, did they not find a cure for the virus?
Yeah.
As in the thingy virus,
It's
the
just
Viltrumite virus.
it's just coming back to me. Like I'm just coming back to me now, like in real time. I think
Oh
that's
my
what
god, did
Immortal
Mark get
says,
infected?
which kind of means they probably used the virus.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing. Opo.
bro, this was happened. This was because I was trying to remember what the Immortals. Yeah,
Wow, now you having a moment, epiphany.
moment like
Bro.
it's like, so yeah, and I think he gave the implication that the virus affected Mark's wife and children, giving the implication that his wife and children were Viltrumites, not
Interesting.
not Eve. So
He's not following in his dad's
I
footsteps.
hope that's not a spoiler because, like I said, like this is all like.
How can it be a spoiler? Well, speculate. It's
Yeah,
speculations.
and it's all from my
speculations.
own memory and what we've shown on the show. So it's not necessarily anything. I know it's nothing from the comics. But anyway, yeah, sorry. That's just a random.
No, that's great. This is
My
what
brain
we're here
just
for.
kind of went somewhere. The amount of things I have in my head, it's crazy. Anyway, sorry. Yes. So, damn. So that virus is being released.
Oh, for sure.
Without
If
that.
not this episode, not this season.
Like,
If not this season, then next.
Let me tell you one thing about Thanos, bro. That guy, like, he gonna get some shit done, bro.
Yeah.
I won't talk about Thaddeus. I want to talk about Thaddeus. Yes, I want to talk about that. Let's just finish with Mark because, sorry. Yeah, so anyway, Mark and Eve. But also on Earth, Robot and Monster Girl, as far as we know, are still in that dimension.
With the Flaxons, yeah.
And if they've been in the Flaxons dimension for 2 months,
they've aged a lot.
That's yes,
true.
Yeah, true, yeah, that's yes.
And I don't know if Robot ages.
I mean, his body is biological, so he should age.
Is his Rex body biological?
As
like,
far as we know, because again, like the molars made it right, and like they make organic bodies. So.
Yeah, and okay, you're right. Okay, so he should age. Monster Girl. And when we see him in the future, at the end of season 2, he's older, right? He's like, he looks like older Rex.
He looks like
so
older
that's
Rex.
probably, yeah, okay, you're right, he does age. Monster Girl, she's aging backwards or she stopped aging backwards because he's fixed her?
Yeah, so she stopped aging backwards as long as she's wearing that belt. So as long as nothing happens to the belt in that dimension, she should be good. But like, if, you know, the belt gets damaged or whatever and she stays transformed for a long period of time, then like it could get crazy. Or maybe she even becomes stuck as the monster.
Yeah, anyway, the point is a little like not seeing them for 2 months, quote unquote, does kind of open the door to a lot of like weird shit that could happen when we follow back with that. That could be next episode, it could be next season. I'm surprised if we don't see them again this season. Yeah, and then Mark wakes up, he's in a daze, he has a scruffy beard, a scruffy 19-year-old beard.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, and then, what do you want to say?
So, I too also had this question. First of all, actually, Nolan burying Conquest. Side eye. They should have burned that body and they should have had a releasing into the wind ashes ceremony for him if he wanted to whatever so bad.
But that's not how Viltrumite's buried.
That's not my concern. Secondly, so I too wondered why there were 3 pillars around Conquest's final resting place. Like, what was the...
I think it's just a Viltrumite
tradition.
Ceremony.
Do their thing, yeah.
Poor Mark, because he woke up and saw 3 pillars and was thinking, everybody gone. So, those are my thoughts.
So you would have buried Conquest if you're Nolan.
We need to burn... Are you not understanding what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, have you not seen
Can we
what
talk
that
about
nigga done?
now? Can we talk about the end?
Do you know, I actually wasn't surprised.
Do you know?
If it was real, I'd have been like,
it got me. I was like, they got me. I genuinely thought he was coming back.
You understand that?
I
Like,
thought so too.
when that stuff started happening, I was on the plane, but I almost shouted, bro. I was like, can you people stop this shit, bro?
Bro, the music was so... I thought we were going to see Conquest's hand come out.
Yeah.
I was ready.
I was like, come on, bro.
I think when it happened, I was like, fuck, not this again. I genuinely said, fuck, not this again. I was like, bro, can you just stay dead?
Bro, literally, I was about to lose my shit. I'm like, bro, what kind of guy is this, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so that was very funny. It was very well done. Yeah, they got me. They got me for sure. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who I'm assuming will make he'll be back in final season of The Boys, right? As far as we know, Kessler should be back.
he should be, yeah.
I'm sorry, this is we're almost 30 minutes in, and I'm just saying that obviously you get an expected us to do the boys episode with this episode as we had promised, but scheduling things came up, so we hope to be back with the boys next week. Yeah, I'm 30 minutes in, and I'm just saying
It was
that. But
above
yeah,
us. I mean, the title is gonna say Invincible,
yeah, the
not
title is gonna
Invincible
say
and the
right,
Boys.
yeah, unless we're hiding it. Yeah, Kessler. Speaking of people on multiple shows, I said this on our For Mankind episode that's coming out a few episodes from now. Chantel Van Shanten, who is Becca on The Boys, so Butcher's ex-wife, was also on For Mankind, and in earlier seasons, and was also or is also the voice of Anissa on
Anissa
Invincible.
the baddie.
So basically, she's like, this is the Chantel podcast right now. We're just kind of covering all her shows. Okay, let's go to
Oh, she booked it busy.
Anissa's appearance on Telescria. So before we get to the final fight, just a few things I want to kind of shout out. I want to get you guys' thoughts on. Space Racer. Fair enough. I get it.
Is that the Pum guy?
Yeah, that's the Pum
bro.
Sorry.
That's gun is like, nuts.
It doesn't stop. I was like, fair enough. I was just like, fair enough. I have no notes, no feedback. You're good. Welcome to the coalition.
I was like, this guy one shot a Viltrumite and the shots destroyed the ship too.
And it went straight. I was like, yeah.
I said, yeah. I said, fair enough, man. This is a nigga that you would hate to fight against. This is crazy. Like, this is actually crazy.
On the reverse side, though, I will need the show to show me something with the tech jacket. I like her as a character, I like Zoe as a character, but I'm just like, show me why she's an important weapon in your arsenal.
I mean, I think the thing with Tech Jacket is that, like, since she's still a child and she's very much a goody two shoes, like, she's still trying to treat the world like how she would treat, like, normal stuff. But I think when she clicks that, hey, you know what, like, I need to step up, she's going to start pulling out some bells and whistles from that suit.
Because right now, it feels like her best role is, like, fighting soldiers and fighting, like, she has not been able to handle a Viltrumite attack, like one-on-one Viltrumite. I'm just like, you're meant to be one of the big reasons in this thing. Kind of show me why you're like, I don't know, Iron Man and not like a child that managed to get a suit.
Remember, during the Invisible War, she actually won one of the marks, right? And she won. So it's like, again,
was that her? Oh yeah, that was her.
So that's how I'm like, yeah, like maybe right now she's still like, like this is still, just the beginning of stuff like this. Like when it comes down to the wire, I think she'll when her back is against the wall, she'll pull out some shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't think she's locked in yet. She was busy playing video game.
Yeah, I'm saying her and Alan are literally just having a good time.
Yeah,
like,
they're not locked in yet.
They're not locked in because, bro, in their heads they were coming back to Telescria, everything was going to be cool. Then they see what was really going on, and it's like, bro, you can see the switch in Alan's eyes. Like, like, all right, things like these are not meant to happen here. These niggas gotta go. Like,
yeah, Speaking of Telescria, so through a combination of great strategy, division of labor and enemies, and great deployment of the assets, the coalition began to kind of knock down this Viltrumite kind of incursion. They've kind of killed a good number of Viltrumites. I think maybe now it'll be like 40 Viltrumites, maybe. That's something I feel like they've killed at least.
Something 40, yeah.
Something, yeah. So much so that Thragg was like, fuck this shit. I'm going to the source. Like, none of this, like, I'm going to fight them where they are. And he attacks Telescria. I don't need to do this, but I'm magnanimous that way because I've never been on the podcast. But I can admit that, like, I had Alan's girlfriend. I can't remember her name now.
As the mole.
Yes. So I will come out and apologize in the spirit of Chiagoziem last episode. I too would like to apologize that I had her as the mole. I was so sure it was her. I genuinely was like, it's gonna be her. So it's not her. We're thankful for that.
I feel like the mole was underwhelming though. I was just like, who even is?
So I would say it was underwhelming, right? Like it made a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, like it made sense, but
because it's like, who else? Like people that were part of like the team, building everything, doing everything. Like those are guys that were
They're too
clearly
invested.
yeah, they were too invested and they knew the stakes. And
Mhm.
obviously, like, they wanted to protect the coalition of planets, protect Telescria and everything. Like, and from the time he looked at Alan and he was like, oh, you're alive?
You're
I
back,
was like,
yeah. I
ah,
knew.
shit. It
Yeah.
was this little bitch right here.
Yeah.
This little bitch right here.
You guys were talking about it last week and trying to figure out who the mole was. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I feel like maybe you guys might be deep in this too much. Like, it's not, like, obviously the show has, like, there's a mole or whatever, but I feel like you guys are making this way more of a big deal than it needs to be. Because I didn't take it as like a big, oh, who's the mole kind of situation. I was like, oh, there's a mole and we'll find out who the mole is. But on that note, obviously, led by Ebuka, I can say that because he's not going to listen to this episode. You guys went on some incredible wild goose chases. I was hearing robots. I was hearing Cecil as the mole. I was like, what's going on?
So for me, what had happened was when I watched that episode, I thought Alan's girlfriend was the mole. Like I thought that was just, I thought it had even been revealed. I don't know. I think I was still just in shock from seeing Mark get decimated.
Oh, when you watched 6?
When I watched 5, I thought she was the mole. But they were like, nah, it's not her. I was like, okay. And I said, okay, now it could be Paul, it could be Cecil. You have to just throw your
your Paul agenda is so crazy, bro. That's just a regular dude, bro.
I was like, how do you guys think like Paul is getting the information? Like, why would Cecil help the Viltrumites? Why you guys was saying some stuff about like
never know.
I will say this though. Who is you guys? Make everybody answer their papa name. I ain't saying none of that.
Fair. Chiagoziem and Ebuka were going on some incredible wild goose chases.
So I said, don't involve me in that, I beg.
Okay, so yes, the mole lets them in, and these guys come and attack Telescria. I kind of want to start at the end of the fight, which is when Thaedus basically says it's a minor setback, and I find Alan's reaction so interesting. So, do you want to like? What do you want to say about that? I find Alan's reaction so interesting to that,
bro. Like, first of all, I can't lie. That don't say that was a minor setback. That's his Viltrum. That's his Viltrum I show him, bro. That's a crazy thing to say. And Alan, I feel like if not for everything that just happened, Alan would have slapped the shit out of that nigga, bro. like he was genuinely so angry. But guy, I get it, bro. Because again, it's like, bro, the coalition of planets was bro, this was it. Like, this was Fort Knox. Nobody getting this bitch. Like, this is all the planets coming together, putting their resources, making this place
and this is their capital,
impregnable. Making the place impregnable. So, like, bro, that shit happening was so nuts. Like, and it's like, one thing I love about Invincible, bro, like, these guys do not skip details, bro. No gore, no nothing, no suffering. Like, bro, you can feel the impact of everything that's happening, bro. And it's like, so like the stakes are always real. It's like, yeah, bro, these Viltrumites came, they flattened the city and they killed people. Like, you can see the dead people, you can see the body parts, bro. Like, there's even a scene like General Telia is walking over like some of the corpses, right? Because she needs to get into a strategic position. And it's literally a baby alien's hand. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is real shit. And it's like she's actually kind of starting to have a panic attack, boy. Bro, it's war. She has to walk in.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I found that interesting as well because like she's someone who's been a general. She's like either been on the ship or she's been sending people out on boards and she's basically playing battleship, right? This is the first time she's on the field and seeing the dead bodies and I think it's hitting her. And I think for Alan is fighting. He's a soldier, right? But it's different to be a soldier out in the field than to be a soldier at home. And it's like, it's not meant to come here. And I feel like if there's going to be a radicalization moment for Alan, it's going to be this. And I don't mean against Viltrumites. I mean just against like, what side are we on kind of thing. I'm just like, obviously they have to skip past it because the ship is falling. But when Thaedus said that to Alan is like, you're right. He could have slapped him. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, these are people's lives. Like, he's very close to being like, you and Thragg, what's the difference?
Bro, literally.
I mean, you called Telescria you called it impregnable. And whenever anyone uses that word, I remember what Bronn said on Game of Thrones about, what was it? God, what? Maybe it was Dragonstone that they called impregnable. And he was like, give me 10 men and they climb me spikes and I'll impregnate the bitch. And I was like, and that has stayed in my head. I think it was Dragonstone Tyrion called impregnable or something. Anyway, so just to find out nothing is impregnable. Thragg was like, give me a mole and 10 Viltrumite and I'll impregnate the bitch.
Type shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Chiagoziem, Anissa only has one line, but
yeah.
How did you feel seeing Anissa again?
I was happy. I mean, she was up to some tomfoolery, but you know, once a baddie, always a baddie. Shout out to the baddies and the hotties.
The way there's a
the
difference?
way she looked at.
Wait, pause. There's a difference between the baddies and the hotties?
I mean, the hotties were Megan's fraction. I don't really know what I said. I said baddie because I've got Debbie's baddie chain in my head, but really it's the hotties that I'm here for. I don't know who the baddies are. I don't know who they're.
Do they have different characteristics or it's just a name thing?
I don't know. All I know is I'm a hottie. That's what really concerns me.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest.
I'm trying to get the terminology down. I'm trying to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Anissa, what is she? Baddie, hottie?
So she's a hottie.
Okay.
Yeah. She rocks with the hot girl, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
That's good to know. Yes, well, continue.
You know when they were they were fleeing actually, the Viltrumites, they did flee, they fled. She looked back. What did she look back at? Something made her look back like as if she was about to do something. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I've
just forgotten I'd be looking out for the hottie. I've just forgotten the content. Please, I'm trying to cook here. I've forgotten the context for why she looks back, but yeah. I don't
remember. Anissa is... I have thoughts about Anissa. I feel like she's going to play a big... No. I feel like she's going to play a big... There's one allusion to a spoiler I think I have about Anissa, which obviously I'm not going to mention, but that's the only kind of spoiler I think I
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Me too. I want to know now. Can you share?
Okay, we can share maybe offline. I'm not going to share the spoiler.
We can't say it on yet.
I mean,
so okay. I think there's a lot to come from Anissa.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you feel about Anissa is the way I feel about the black guy, the black Viltrumite. I think.
Why does he always go for like the kids? Why doesn't he like to fight adults?
He has so many bars. He's just always cooking.
He's always cooking. I can't lie, man.
He called him a bug. I think somebody was. I think Conquest attacked Mark last week, and then either Alan or Oliver, according to what he said, probably Oliver wants to help him. And they go Mark or Invincible, and then Luca comes out like, pushes it like he's busy, and just kind of pushes him. With Alan, he was like, "I'll see you later." And he was like, "I told you I'll see you later." He's always talking.
He's too funny, man.
He was like, what did he say to Omni-Man last week, where he was like, you and your, so he said a slur for his family. It was like your family. He's just always like, he's always talking. Or like Krieg, who is just straight to action. Krieg, like just with his one eye. It was nice to see the Viltrumites in action. Obviously,
yes, Ibuka would be so happy. I mean, he wanted death.
He wanted it.
But I guess he wanted not real. Fuck, that was.
Are you trying to devalue the lives of those that
was very Succession on me. That was very no real persons involved kind of thing. That was tough. I heard it as I said it. But he wanted one of core coalition members to die. Like,
I thought Tech Knight was gonna die.
Nah.
No?
I think.
But who?
Like
Nolan?
See,
will be the next.
I think if anybody is dying, it's definitely going to be Nolan.
Nolan at some
next
point.
Up,
at some
really?
point.
I mean, him for sure, but next immediate death.
Like during this fight, like I didn't really think anybody was going to die. Just based on like, there was a lot going on, and it's like, but what I didn't expect was Thanos to be handling Krieg like that, bro. I was like, shit, nigga, goddamn.
But like, don't Viltrumites get stronger as they go older? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's so buff
but
as well.
At the same time, it's like Thanos has kind of been like, you know, sedentary, bro. That's an office nigga now. So like, I
True.
wasn't expecting him to be handling
he
quick
lost.
like
He thought
that,
he
bro.
lost his hand. He thought he
Nigga,
lost his hand.
I thought he lost it. That's on me, big dog.
Bro, did you see when his when his garments came off?
His
Those
toga. I
muscles.
said, huh,
You don't
Nigga
keep
said,
those muscles. if you're
what
not-
is
if
the
you're not
Nigga
doing
said,
this.
don't worry. Nigga said, don't worry. I'm talk and do, bro. You
Yeah.
want to come here? Alright, bro.
I was very surprised. Again, going back earlier, I was very surprised that like the whole there was a big fight in episode 5. I was surprised about that. I thought that would be safe for the end of the season. Do you guys think the Viltrumite arc wraps up this season?
No.
I doubt it.
Right? It can't, because I'm just like, we haven't seen enough of Thragg. Like, we haven't seen like, I feel like you still have to have at least one fight with Thragg before we get into the end game. Like, you can't just like, it can't be one fight and over, right? Like,
I think they're even before Thragg, I think they're still going to be like other like 1v1s. Like Battle Beast is definitely going to 1v1 somebody. Like,
yeah,
Thaedus might get into another crazy scrap. Take Jacket and the rest of these guys, Alan, these guys too, like they might get their own one-on-ones as well. So like, I feel like we still have a lot to do in terms of like this Viltrumite thing.
This season. Like, what
Someone
everybody was saying
significant.
about killing, I
Yeah.
think he's gonna kill. Like, all we know about Thragg is that people have said, oh, Thragg is whatever, and the Viltrumite's respect him. Like, we need to see that he's a problem. We don't know he's a problem yet. We have to see. He didn't even fight this episode. I was even surprised he was on the ship. I thought he was back.
I don't think he was ever planning to fight this episode. Like, it's gotta be that like Thragg is kind of a nigga that's only gonna fight when he needs to fight, just to show guys what's up. But I think now he's angry enough to actually show guys what's up.
I think we're gonna see a fight with him this season. 7 or 8.
I think
How
7
many?
or 8, yeah.
Is it just 8 episodes?
Yeah.
8 episodes.
So just 2 left.
2 left, yeah.
No, the Viltrumite arc can't finish this
So
season.
like I saw a spoiler online, like about like the fights coming up.
You guys
and
seen all these spoilers?
One is gonna be nuts.
You're not online.
I already know one is gonna be nuts. Like I don't know how the fight plays out, but I know it's gonna be crazy. And I hope they save it for episode 8 to end the season with that fight to be crazy. Because even apart from this spoiler, there's like a comic book panel I've seen for like the outcome of the fight, I think. And
you've been seeing so many things.
Bro, you guys don't understand. I try my best to avoid invisible spoilers, but bro, it just be popping up.
It just keeps finding
it just be popping up, bro.
To be fair, the spoiler I think I saw was back in like season 1 or season 2. I've been lucky enough to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, I see at least one major invisible spoiler every season. It's actually insane.
Yeah,
it's actually insane.
It's not great.
It sucks to be
was it a great time during that of 7 Kingdoms where I saw some crazy shit? I was like, I don't want to know this. Why are you telling me this? Yeah. So yeah, I do think we have one big fight from Thragg. 7 or 8, at least. Like, not even a big fight. Like, I think he's gonna do something. Like, he's gonna win a fight. Like, I think this season ends with the Viltrumites on top.
Yeah,
they
have to do something crazy.
Yeah.
And that skull he's carrying around.
Yeah, I don't know. Any. We should say that their plan is to go to Viltrum now. That's Thaedus' plan, which, I mean, sure.
Sure.
I'm telling one thing about Thaedus, bro. If you're going to Viltrum, he's taking that virus. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna tell you that he putting that shit, bro. He gonna have that shit in his back pocket, bro.
So, what's his name? I just said his name so many times this episode already. Thragg.
Yeah.
Like when he's talking to the skull of their previous emperor, he's like, Thaedus is using the coalition for his own kind of
gain. Yeah, I picked it out as well.
But I don't know if that's just like his normal villain ramblings, or if he's actually correct and like Thaedus has his own kind of.
I mean, man, it could be anyone, because one thing about this show, right? Like, they've really kept stuff about Thaedus in the dark, bro. Like, all we really know is that like he betrayed the Viltrum Empire. And he says he did it because, hey, like, that guy was bugging. But who knows? That could really not be the truth, right? Like, he could really be doing all of this for his own gain, right? And if that's happening, that's even crazier for the virus to come into play, because it's like, if Thaedus is really doing something like that and he's using the coalition for something else, then somebody else is going to have to make the decision to use that virus and be like, hey, man, all these guys got to go. Like, because it's like, if Thaedus can be trusted, then hey, we gotta just these guys got to
This
go.
band.
These guys got to go. So it's like I'm really interested to see if that becomes like a bigger plus point. But like again, like from that your recall is like, bro, we know the virus is definitely getting used because
Yeah.
like especially if they go to Viltrum, it's like, bro, it's gonna be 40 something plus of them, 30 something of them guys there, and it's like, yeah.
If not now, then when?
Like, how we gonna do
Yeah.
it? Because like, hey, like shout out to Space Racer, but like unless them niggas stand in one line, it's not gonna kill all of them. You feel me?
I've never put this together, and obviously they said that Nolan said there were 50 of them. Imagine a planet of 50 people. Like an entire planet. We've never seen outside Viltrum, apart from Nolan's flashback.
Apart from flashbacks, yeah.
We've only seen it inside like the palace or whatever. Like imagine if outside, it's like, because if you're 50 and you've sent like 20, the planet might just be like 10 people in the entire planet.
Isn't it like a city?
Yeah,
When
I
he was
think it's
doing the
just
training arc,
kind of a city, bro.
it's
Like,
just like a city.
But like in the flashback, that was like when they did the whole widescreen of like the ring. That was a planet now.
no, it was a planet.
No,
but
when
like,
he was
oh, you
training
think it's
them,
one
like the
city?
lessons, when he was squishing the heads of the poor little black girl, didn't we see some background?
but that was just one city. Like
So you
the
think
whole
it's
planet.
one
Oh,
city on the
okay.
entire planet?
Oh, no.
But were there billions?
No, there were billions. Yeah,
Yeah.
there were
Probably
definitely
cities
like,
all over.
that was probably just where Nolan grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just like ghost towns because the infrastructure
like
was still
probably
there.
just empty.
So maybe
people
just the
just
capital
died.
is populated. Everybody else everywhere else is just kind of scattered.
Or maybe they still just have like soldiers and stuff from other like races on the planet, right? That
Oh, like enslaved and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just it's probably maybe like one or two Viltrumites in like every major strategic point. The rest is just like foot soldiers.
Slaves. You're right. Yeah.
Stuff like
That's
that.
Sure.
Yeah. One of the funniest things was when Thragg calls the Viltrumites back, and they all leave, and then the soldiers look over like, what the fuck? We're all right. And they just give up. They're like, but it's like they're like, oh, the people we're fighting for are kind of like
escaping.
Like God, we give up. Like we're
like,
not really involved in this fight.
I don't even like this job anyway, my boy.
I don't. Okay. I mean, like I said, I like this episode because normally, even though I like them, normally this episode would have ended with like Mark waking up. Like this would be an episode of just kind of calming down, taking a breath, but the fact that they put that fight there makes me believe that like there's kind of a lot of stuff they're trying to get through. We are gonna see Earth at some point. I just don't know if it's gonna be a full episode kind of
they
thing.
can't do that. Who is there? Isn't it just Eve?
I mean, there's still a lot of
Monster
shit going
Girl,
on Earth. Like
Debbie.
Okay.
I feel like they were gonna show a little bit of what's going on with Monster Girl and like robots.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I know robot that's a nefarious nigga, bro. That nigga might
AF.
genocide the flight system.
I think he will. I don't think he's a might. I think he's definitely gonna.
I think he's gonna kill all of them. Like
all of them.
I don't know how he's gonna do it, but I feel like he's gonna be some
He'll poison their water.
I feel like it's gonna be some treacherous shit, and it's also gonna affect his relationship with Monster Girl.
Because she'll be like, who is that?
Yeah, because I feel like he's gonna do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Because something you guys didn't mention, and I think Ibuka kind of touched on it, but I think something you guys got diverted, was that at first, Robot was like, hey, Mark shouldn't have killed the astronaut, Mark was wrong. But then in that episode, Robert was like, shit, maybe Mark was correct. Like, you see Robot go from, hey, we should preserve life, to like, shit, man, maybe we should just kill anybody that's in our way.
In my
opinion, some of
opinion,
these guys gotta go, bro.
yeah, I don't think that was even, because if Mark didn't kill the one man, hundreds, thousands would have died.
Like, bro, they would
So
have been
even
cooked,
the
bro.
whole debate about it, I was like, kill that man. End it now.
Because it's
respectfully.
and again, it's like, bro, Mark did not want to kill him, but it's like, bro, like
One man
look at his
versus
skills
stout,
right now,
like,
bro. Like,
come on.
because even if one of them things escape, bro, is cooked.
Yeah.
Like, it's cooked. So it's like, man, we just gotta do this, right?
Yeah. So I do think Robot is of the firm opinion of like, at this point, let's not give them a chance to come back. Let's so I think I'm pretty sure he's gonna wipe them out.
Yeah, I think he's
Pretty
going
sure about
genocide
that.
with flag sounds, bro. I think he's gonna kill all
But
of
yeah,
them.
my point is that like, yeah, this was always gonna be kind of a lower episode. Like, you don't really go another level after you pull out somebody's
Please,
entire
after
site.
last episode,
Dog.
I'm telling you, if I didn't record for this podcast,
You're the-
I could have ended it there.
You're the only person I know. I was gonna say this in the group. The only person I know who like stops watching things because like it was too good.
Yeah,
Literally.
you know, I feel like
Literally.
once I make my peace with something, I can accept this is
Every other
my
person stops watching
ending.
because something becomes bad. Chiagoziem will be like, you know what, that was peak.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
done.
that was
I'm
peak,
not
I'm
watching
done.
it
I'm
yet.
satisfied.
That's what will happen next episode.
Even as I was watching this episode, I was like, okay.
But what is that? Let's go to therapy corner.
Not the
What is that?
therapy
Is that-
corner.
Is that like because it's not like you weren't scarred. Like you were scarred, yeah, but like that's not what stopped you from watching episode 6. Like from episode 5, what was it that you thought it was too good? You thought it was like because you like goals. What is exactly is the thing?
I was in emotional turmoil. How can I go from the high of giving Debbie her baddie chain to the depths of hell of Mark with his intestines
isn't that
everywhere?
excellent
But
art?
that's what it's meant to do.
That brings you back. You're like,
Brings
how
you
can
back.
how can this thing make me feel this thing? What did Nolan say last week about the spaghetti, the pasta that has sex? So he'll go back.
Oh
You keep
God!
on-
You have to
Why
go
Oh
back,
brother!
You have to go back, man.
Oh brother!
I can't even use Nolan as a comparison.
Like
you know?
of all
Yeah,
people
yeah,
to
that was crazy of you, my
please.
nigga. I ain't gonna
No,
hold you.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that like when something is that good, you have to go back. Like you have to.
go
it
back,
stays
man.
with you.
This is what
Even
they
if it's
call
years after.
toxic relationship.
Bro,
No,
let
it's
it be
not.
toxic.
It's good.
I
It's
don't
not
care,
bad.
bro. I'm gonna be back there, bro.
If somebody makes you feel that good, you were on the high of Debbie like saying her piece, and then you were on the low of Mark almost.
I wasn't
dying.
on the. I said I was in the pits of hell of Mark. Thank you. Yeah, it's very different. As you said, high, yeah, and then pits of hell, not low pits of hell.
So
So,
okay. So
you
your
know.
thing is like, if a show makes me feel like that, then I don't want to do it again. Is that? But like, okay, do you take it as a good thing that the show was able to do that?
Of course, when
So
I
why did
feel
you have to-
things,
Congratulate them by going back for the next episode.
I just needed to rest. I would have waited like maybe a month
You had a
so I
whole
could
week.
binge.
You had a
I
whole-
could binge 6, 7, and 8. That's what I would do normally.
To
if
me,
I
that
was...
seems like way more stress. Like because you don't know what's gonna
Nah,
happen.
you
Imagine
just have
watching
to get
3
it-
episodes
get it
5
out
back
the
to
way.
back.
Bro.
But you just get it all out of the way instead of one whole week. I'm down. Next whole week, please. It's a lot of, just
Fair enough.
yeah, man.
Okay, but yeah, we will be back for the last episode of the season. Like I said, I thought this was going to be like a calm episode, and then I am pretty
didn't have
sure
a
the
choice.
next 2 are going to be even by
Insane.
Invincible
Yeah.
standards. The last 2 are usually like the big fights, right?
Yeah,
biggest
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure
We're
these
gonna see
next
some
2 are going to
crazy
be quite.
things.
Hey,
I wonder
man.
what the time frame will be. Are we going to see the child? Are we going to see the infiltration of the Viltrumite?
Well, I think they're going straight to Viltrum, so
Yeah, I
Mm.
think they're going.
they don't want to give the others time to get
Even
there,
if you
so-
don't get here, even if they don't get there this next episode, by the last episode, I think they'll be there. Even
Yeah.
though I don't know if they are all necessarily going to go in at the same time.
I think
because,
they are.
Also,
I mean, strategically, I don't know if that's the
If
best
they'll
way to
stagger
play
it.
it. Like, and again, Thaedus, one thing about Thaedus, that's a smart guy. Like, he's gonna. I feel like he personally, if he doesn't have a 1v1, he's going to go somewhere that he can spread the virus most effectively.
mhm.
But you
Because-
can't win if you don't take everybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know how they like separated them into different quadrants for the
Uh-huh.
war? They might
Mhm.
do something similar on the planet. It's like, okay, hey, you guys go here, you guys go and fight this guy, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But everyone
Yeah.
is going to Viltrum.
But everyone is going to Viltrum,
Mm.
yeah, that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
yeah.
So like they might not all necessarily just walk into the palace and be like, hey,
Mm.
let's get it. You feel me? Like, so, but yeah.
Yeah,
But again, Thaedus, that's a dangerous man. That virus is getting used for sure.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted
yeah,
to
think-
say, sorry, shout
go
out to Mark, because once he woke up, he went straight to Conquest's grave. Mark is locked in
Bro,
for real TM.
Mark told Conquest,
He's-
I hate you, nigga, let's die. Like, bro,
Yeah.
he had to just make, like, what's so funny to me is that, like, bro, he didn't even remember that he killed Conquest.
Yeah.
That's how locked in he was.
I
Yeah.
also think that's how dead he was. Like
Yeah,
that
to be
guy
fair,
was
yeah.
not alive when he was
Yeah.
killing Conquest.
Yeah,
that was,
He was on
that was
autopilot.
different
It's-
spirit.
that's why I said, he said, I
Yeah.
hate you, nigga, let's die. Both of
Yeah.
us.
You know when you're like, Oseghale will know because it happened to him this weekend. But you know when you've drunk enough, you're between the planes of existence. like there's sometimes I
Oh
come
my
back
God.
in uni, I'll come back home, right? And I'm like, shit, have I lost my wallet? And I just go and like everything is where it was meant to be. It wasn't me that did that. That was the spirit. That was the spirit controlling me. That was the spirit that put the phone, the keys, and the ID everywhere they needed to be. That's what Mark doesn't remember killing Conquest because it wasn't him. He died the moment that guy started pulling out his intestines. That was a different spirit. That was the spirit of hatred.
That's spirit of hatred, to be fair. Yeah.
Conquest. No, yeah. We'll be back next week, obviously, and hopefully we'll be talking about The Boys. We'll see how scheduling works. That's another episode. I'm sure we'll make Chiagoziem happy.
The boy. Oh, I love them down. Give me the special effects. Let's go. Yeah.
We'll just start seeing deaths. Death in Invisible next week.
Of
Death
course.
in Invisible episode 8. And just deaths throughout every episode of The Boys.
Throughout The Boys.
But yeah. One more time. I'm sorry. I'm not Ebuka. It's.
Why are you apologizing?
A lot of our friends. Just telling the listeners, I'm sorry, I'm not Ebuka.
Why? Let's unpack that.
Let's unpack that.
We'll do an ASMR episode. I feel like it will be so interesting.
You can record it and put it out. No one's stopping you.
No, but no one's going to listen to me.
Why?
Why?
I need a platform.
Let's unpack that.
Let's unpack that.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening. Join us next week when we'll be back talking about Invincible, the penultimate episode of the season. Joined by Oscar winner Daniel Kaluuya. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, hotties.
Remember, sometimes genocide is the only way.
Please, in this time, please. No, wait. Actually, the current climate. Please.
Just kidding.
Oh my
God. Not in 2026. Too many things are happening.
In this, as of, please. Just scratch that.
Oh, bye, guys. Oh, you guys are both frozen. Am I frozen?
No, you're not. Oh, I hope this doesn't go in there. Cut that out.